guys, Natasha with Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. I hope the light is good. Today I'm coming to you with finished projects, and this project is all about dress forms, and it is a project for Zeffie, and she loves dress forms. The story behind last summer, Zeffie was announcing the challenge where you were supposed to be creating a three-dimensional dress form card, and you should have the dress form in 3D and bling and lace and stuff like that. Well, I did. I entered the challenge, and the package mysteriously got lost. So we were waiting for a year, but it never showed up, neither here, neither there. So I got a couple things that I wanted to send to Zeffie anyway, so I decided to kind of revamp what's been lost. I do not have a lot of supplies with me in here, but I kind of try to repeat the card that I entered, and I didn't have the embossing folder that I used earlier, so I used that one. And this is from the Hobby Lobby with their, traveling stamps. But on previous card I was using Tim Holtz Parisian embossing folder for that. So I embossed it for the background, and if you will take a look in here closer, there is a black soot ink inside, and it is when you rub on ink straight on your embossing folder and then emboss it, then it embeds that ink inside of the embossing. So that's how I got that kind of like old style look on a card. And card is one of those, card stock collections where you have the envelopes and so many cards. So it's very simple on the back. It has some sort of script, and this is one of the Tim Holtz stamps, and I just stamped it and fussy cut it all around and Mod Podged it on. Sorry for the rain, we have hellacious storms in here, so I'm gonna try to be very fast. This is one of the dies, the frame that I have, and I just glossy accented it all and sprinkled the glitter on top. The same techniques on the punched out butterflies. I glossy accented white print and sprinkle the glitter. And the dress form, it's Tim Holtz sewing room dress form, and it was too long for the card, so I cut the stand a little bit shorter and tucked it underneath. And underneath I used just a little bits of scraps that were laying around. And this is the wedding dress that I have using in most of the projects. So I'm keep taking it apart piece by piece. And before I glued the dress form, and for the paper I used the chipboard and Diana's gift wrap that I used in some of the projects as well. I just Mod Podged that gift wrap tissue paper on it. And going back to the dress, I just clipped two sections of the lace of the dress and just wrap it around the dress form and closed it and hot glued and formed this skirt. And I wanted to put the rosette in here, like it's kind of like almost a little bit Hispanic type of dress. They do tuck those corner of the dress. Then I created the bow using the same technique. I had some adhered chipboard with a gift wrap paper, so I just die cut it with Tim Holtz die of the bows, one of the bows, added some bling, and created the kind of corner shoulder, slightly off on a corner, top of the dress. So I'm trying to see if the lighting is, because lighting, it's raining and it's dark, and even though I have a light, it's not really all coming through. So I hope you can see. Okay, so that's kind of what the dress form card looks like, and I'm gonna write Zafe message inside after I'm done with the recording. And then I said, okay, then that was it. But I really hate when I do just one project. I'm trying to bring some light in. Okay, so I decided that I want to create captured in a mason jar dress form. Okay, it's I guess it's been inspired by Amador, because he is like crazy about those jars, and I actually, because of him, I bought that die, and I never tried it, so I broke into it, and that's what you see in here. Okay, let me try. I'm trying to zoom in. Let me. Hold on. Let me shake you a little bit. Okay. Basically, what I did, I took that. Okay, let me reach out. That gift wrap paper that Diane sent my birthday gifts in. I'm finishing it up, and I adhere it on the just basic cardstock, basic wide cardstock, like that. A little stiffer than the printing paper, but just regular one. I Mod Podged it on, and I when the paper dried out, I ran it through the die, and I die cut it larger jar with this side, and for the top I used the burlap paper. Okay, a couple pieces of burlap paper. And there is I had a little bit of paper left for that bow, so I used you know, everything that I did the prep job on. Okay, and first then I found the image of that dress form, and it's actually like child's, I think, dress form. It's on the stand, and it has that gorgeous tutu skirt. Okay, and what I did, I traced the image, because there was the background. I traced the image around in Adobe to cut out just a dress form and tutu dress. Then I copied the image and flip it horizontally so I could create the mirrored image of it, so I can do the back, because I wanted the back seen. And then I printed front normal image twice, and I fuzzy cut the tutu dress, tutu skirt. So I would pop it, you know, on a pop-up dot, so it would be more dimensional. Then I, you know, fuzzy cut all three forms and adhered mirrored images back to back, and fuzzy cutted on the third the tutu skirt, and tuck some tulle in between two layers. If you may be able to see, probably not. Okay, never mind. So then that wasn't enough. I wanted her to have wings, and I did cut two feathers, and I adhered them to the back of the dress form, and because the glossy accents were coming through, I was forced to place a couple rosettes. Right, going back. So then I simply did not adhere this part, you know, the dimensional part. I cut another piece because to make it wider, to make the display wider, I was forced to cut another piece, and original die cut to cut it in the center and split it apart to make it wider, because the original one, it's probably that narrow and mine is that narrow, so I needed to create more floor surface, if you will. Okay, then I just started to adhere the embellishments inside the opening in there. I don't know if you can see right there is rosettes, and if I will tilt, there are roses all on the wall on that side and on that side as well. Right there you can see the rose, and there's the tulle and the spray going in there, and on the bottom on both sides I secured the dress form with the roses that tucked underneath. Then because you're adhering the edges of opening to the actual jar, you can see the rims, you know, the sides where you're adhering. So I just put the lace, and this is one of the crochet laces from my store, and I adhered that on the sides as the columns in there, so it actually came out quite nice. So that's what you see poking from inside in there, this one. And when I cut out the opening in the jar, actually the oval was a little bit wider, and I was forced to cover the inner seams with another gathered lace on all sides. So that's why you see kind of decorative embellishments on the sides. Okay, so while we're here, I used some roses from my stash. I do believe it's, I don't know, Recollection, Wild Orchid Craft, Prima. This is Wild Orchid Craft. Okay. Again, the bow with the same technique. It's adhered with a glossy accent glitter on it. On the jar itself, I wrapped twine around, so it will be like a jar. And on the back, I decorated the top with the cherry blossom that Trish sent me, and some of the rosettes from my stash. And again, to cover that seam right in there, you see, right in there, to cover that, so it wouldn't be right in your face, I gathered the lace, and I put a couple of rosettes on the bottom, and there you can see it from inside. so really struggling with the lighting. Okay, so this is my captured dress form in a jar. Okay, I'm gonna try to shoot good pictures, better pictures than the video, so you can see the all details. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and